Each year, the New York Yacht Club fleet comes together for an annual tradition that has lasted for over 160 years. You know, a lot has changed in those years, but one thing has remained the same, the spirit of competition and camaraderie. Hi, I'm Tucker Thompson, and welcome to the 161st New York Yacht Club Annual Regatta presented by ROLEX. There are over 170 boats sailing this week over a mixture of courses and classes, and today we begin with the Round the Island race. Much like last year's Round the Island race, the breeze starts out almost non-existent. It's starting to filter in, and the committee's optimistic. Fittingly, we'll begin with the beautiful 12 meters. Well, the good news, the 12 meters are some of the most beautiful boats under sail. The bad news is you're going to need more than a sail to get them up to speed now. The breeze is dropping, minute 15 to go. About a minute later, not much has changed except the sails. Jibs are coming down, spinnakers are going up, boat speed still slow. It's Laura and New Zealand, KZ5 and KZ3 here at the committee boat end, and slipping into leeward of them. She is Intrepid up to speed if she can break through their wind shadows. Better late than never with the breeze filling in from behind. Victory 83 up to full pace. Jordy Shaver, one of the world's best bowmen and now one of the oldest bowmen in the fleet, up on the front, and look at that momentum. It's a big advantage for the blue boat. That was the gun for the CNC 31 design class. Most of them well behind the line and trying to get up to full speed with the kites. Andy Green with a little discussion between Nyabingi and Extreme 2. Who's going to win out? Well, 2 minutes have gone by since the start. Some of the CNCs still trying just to make the start, and now they're tussling with the J111s who are next to approach the line. With the CNCs cleared out, the J111s have all been positioning like this for the past couple minutes at the committee boat end. Finally, someone puts their bow down and goes for the spinnaker, and like a chain reaction, the rest follow suit, but not everyone will make it into the committee boat end, and of course, that's where it gets entertaining. Well, the other fleets have now cleared out of the starting area. The breeze is starting to pick up. Class 2 in IRC approaches Jimcrack, the committee boat end. 3 seconds to go. There's the start. Pterodactyl timed it perfectly here at the weather end, and now kites are going up. With the expected breeze now picking up, these latter classes are likely to overrun those in front, still in light air. And that's not an IRC1 boat. Remember Pterodactyl winning the start? Well, they pushed it a little too early. They've come all the way back upwind to restart from an OCS, and now IRC1 approaches the line a bit too fast. Looks like we may have some over earlies here as well. Still 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, there's the gun. Spooky probably not happy with that second row, but the front row here looks good. The first checkpoint in the race, the Newport Bridge, and Interlodge has held off Hooligan. Ursa, the J109, plays it close to Gould Island, and its incoming tide is increasing, and it gets tricky in this part of the bay. The current Commodore of the New York Yacht Club, Reeves Potts, and this is his yacht, Karina. She's sailed around the world. She's sailed in the Newport Bermuda race 21 times. She won this race last year, and she's out in front again. We've caught up now with the middle of the fleet, approaching the northeastern tip of Conanicut Island. The Red Nun, the turning mark where a lot of the fleet is compressing down here at the leewardmost part of the course and turning left. Make that R2 the Red Bell. The Marstrom 32 started last, but with speed like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they finished first. Next turning mark of the course, G5, as the fleets overlap and pile in. Now it's time for a long upwind leg. Here's Amarita closest to the shoreline in an increasing incoming tide. Which way would you go? Passing here under the Jamestown Bridge and out in front of them all is the beautiful classic yacht Spartan. Now the question is, can she hold off the rest of the fleet to the finish? Finally, the old technology gives way to new. Sort of a theme in our sport these days as the catamarans pass the beautiful Spartan. Dutch Island Light standing by in the distance. The catamarans now fight for the front. The 12 meters are just behind, fighting their way upwind against the current. Finally leaving the Saunderstown shoreline, they face the brunt of the incoming current. Leading all of the 12 meters is Dennis Williams and the Victory 83 crew. Now the fleet reaches Beaver Tail Light. Here's our leader overall. That's the good news for them. The bad news, the breeze is dropping to a dismal 3 or 4 knots max. Rightfully so. The race committee has shortened the course, and the finish is here off of Beaver Tail, and it's Michael Dominguez's Bronco, the M32, who takes line honors. So today's Round the Island race ended almost exactly like last year's, with the race committee shortening course and the fleet drifting across the finish line. Hopefully all of them will make the 5-hour time limit. Over the next 2 days, the fleet will shift from distance racing now to round the buoys racing, both here in Narragansett Bay and offshore, as the 161st New York Yacht Club Annual Regatta presented by Rolex continues.